And they're going to shut places like this down. Why? Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to preach against the very thing that's their policies.
That's right.
And in a lot of countries, that's considered treason. But I'm telling you, I'm going to preach against the policies because the policies are perverted. They're anti-God.
Yes.
They're anti-book. And I'm telling you what they're going to do is they're going to try to take your children and they're going to put you in jail, or they're going to split this place up and try to intimidate you and scatter this congregation to where they intimidate you enough that you will not come to church. In Canada, Jason Hines and their church, when you come into church in Canada, this is Canada, just 24 hours, a little over 24 hours north of us, to drive up there about. Up there, when he got in their church, he's got a government-issued scanner that's been issued to him by the government. And when you come into that church, you scan your card showing that you're up to date on all of your vaccinations for COVID and the boosters. And then what he has to do is when everybody's done with that service, and it IDs who's at that service. It tells your name and your address, where you live, and that you were at that service that day. Then when that's done, he has to send that information in. If he fails to send it in, they'll come for him. That's just 24 hours away.
Amen, brother.
Right on your back door. So don't sit here, American, and tell me it'll never happen here. It'll happen here.
Amen.
You better get ready for it.
Yes.
Why? Because they wouldn't stand. Because Christians wouldn't stand and say nothing. Wouldn't give their voice. The silent majority
Yes, sir.
of Christians in America remain silent for so long. Now the devil has got the chokehold.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're going to go from liberty to bondage. Just like that Jew. Why? Because we refused to open our mouth. We refused to use the muscle we had at the time when we had it.
Amen.
And they're going to come in here, and I'm telling you, friend, they'll bust this place up like a crap game. It'll look like a crap game in the back of an old storeroom when the cops come kicking in. Everybody is scattered. So what are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you what's going to have to happen. I'll tell you what will happen. When all that comes to fruition, and it will if the Lord tarries. If the Lord tarries and we're not gone, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're going to shut it all down, and then you'll have underground churches. And then what you'll do is you'll start being leery of other Christians because you don't know who you can trust and who you can't. And you'll start getting selective on who you allow to know about any type of church gathering. Because you don't know if you can trust them or not. And it'll get to point, just like it did over there in Matthew where it says brother will turn against brother.
Amen, brother.
Amen. That's where we're heading. Lord tarries. Now I hope the Lord don't tarry. But friend, don't be so fooled as to think what I'm telling you is a myth or a lie. Because everything that I've told you can be verified. Everything that I'm telling you is fact.
Amen.
And it's not no joke. Anybody that has dealt with the school system, even around here in East Tennessee, knows exactly how the school system operates now.
Amen.
And how it's getting. And listen, we've got good schools here compared to most places.
Amen.
But even this one's starting to get bad.
Yep.
Hey, from bondage to liberty. The sad thing is we've gone from liberty back into bondage.
Amen.
All right, stand with me if you would.